All right, welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. We just got 2 achievements as I logged in. One of them was sit in a chair. The other was visit Harco Village. So, I haven't done anything more since the end of the last episode. I played some Star Citizen. Look how nice it looks out there. I do want to talk about a couple things real quick. I told you very early I knew there was ways to get to different stuff. If you just hit R here, you can see that there are going to be additional kind of deals here. So you can see we've got the Chome Shelter one. This is more or less has some of what we were doing. But you can see it's got some bigger doors, you know, it's got some different windows, it's got some curved bits, right? So you could do a lot more with this if you wanted to. For instance, we could hold on, let's go, yeah, here, let's go with this one. Whoops. Do I not have all of them? Yeah, so here, let's go upstairs real quick, and we'll put like railings on. Oh, it's hot outside. It's hot outside. Where am I gonna put stairs? Do I want to just do them? Here, hold on. Let's. I thought there was a roof passageway. Thought there was a roof hatch we could put in. Well, there is somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Oh, that's interesting. I was going to put some railings up is what I was going to do, but you know what? Heck with it. It's hot outside. We don't want to go out into the sun. So anyway, I don't have the base built up as much as I did the last one, but what we're going to do today is we are going to take a look at the journal, and we are going to, I think, choose our house. I think that's kind of the last kind of big bit to start in with this. Do we got more research stuff we could do? Well, we do. Now we've got all sorts of stuff unlocked, by the way, that we could do, including more stuff for our bikes. We can make some foods. Handheld resource scanner. Oh, mark stuff on the map. Interesting. Okay. A repair station. We are going to want that. Bigger chests. I'm going to grab that. We've got 65 intel at this point. A better blood. Huh. Got a fight going on out there, huh? A medium blood sac. All right. Well, we don't quite have enough here. We'll go ahead and unlock it, and we'll unlock this one too. And what was that? The Dew Reaper. Sure. I mean, the water stuff seems like probably stuff we're gonna want. I mean, we don't have silicone yet. All right, well, we'll hold off on that. So let's go ahead and take a look at where we're at and where our deal is. So we need to go south. That's fine. So we can come back up through the town if we want. Oh, I know what else I want to do. I want to go high and use our... I do have it on me still, right? Yeah, I want to use our survey probe launcher as well. So there is... what's the word I'm looking for? There is a couple bases up here, including one where I got my butt absolutely handed to me. Where there were 3 guys, one of which had a like a machine gun, a Gatling of some sort, and then the others were fast armored duties, and they kicked my ass. All right, so we're going to go up through the town here real quick. We do probably want to get some copper if we can, because there's not a lot of copper in my area. And I don't know how much we're going to need, but to build some of this initial stuff, I think we're going to need some. And then once we have kind of all the iron stuff built, right? Obviously, then we'll need iron, whoops, to build the next level of stuff. But, whoops, can I... Oh, here, we can just go up right here, I think. Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe they won't let me. Can I drive around? Yes. So according to Steam, I have spent 11 hours in game, which is why the last one was 8 to 11. Now I think we're probably about half an hour ahead, so maybe we'd, you know, done, you know, 7.5 after 7 instead of just 7, and then maybe put another little 2 hours and 15. I don't know that I have 11 hours in. I can't quite do that, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little over 10.5. All right, so we need to go to where? Ooh, way down. All right, well, one of the things I want to do, like I said, is go up and launch our deal. So the question is, where's the easiest place to do that? What do we got up there? Salvaged metal. I wonder how high we have to get to do that. I wonder if that's maybe the best bet. I'm going to go park here, and we'll see how much of this we can climb. Oh, there's people with some... fancier builds than me. So, like I said, I've got about 11. My buddy Slicks and I looked, he's got 16 and on his. So, so even though I've been playing a lot, you know, about 5 hours a day, I'm falling behind. I'm not quite sure where. Oh, we need to get some water in us. That's part of our problem. We don't have nearly as much stamina when your water's low, right? You can see our stamina bar goes up, which we're going to want if we're going to climb this. I'm not sure how high we're going to be able to get. Hopefully we've got just enough here to get to this section. And I don't know how I'm going to get back down again either, but... Sun's also going to start to be an issue for us. Yeah, it's going to be a real issue for us. Not quite sure. I doubt we're high enough here, but I'm going to go ahead and take a look. Let's, we're not going to need the gun for a minute, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, we are high enough. All right, now let's see if we can get down here before the sun gets us and cooks us up here on the side of this cliff like a bug under a magnifying glass, you know? I do like the fact that you can do all this climbing, but I can easily see how it's going to get me in trouble at some point. Let our stamina get back up. There we go. Oh. Well, we took a little damage, but not too much. All right. Let's take a look at the map now that we're back in the shade here. Okay. So we do have a little bit of a gap there, but it looks like we could... It looks like we can just follow this straight down. Yeah, we'll just follow these guys down here. We've got another research center there. I saw that there was a quest to go there. We've got some stuff. We've got 3 places there. We've got one actually right above me and another one here. And like I say, in this cavern here, hopefully there's a quest in there because there's a badass section in here that's difficult. All right. So it looks like we can just follow this line of little spiky dudes south here for a little bit. Like I say, if we see some copper, we'll stop. There's plenty of iron here. We know that. No shortage of iron. We'll be okay if we get that, but copper is going to be a little more difficult for us, I think, to find on this map. Oh. It's not much of it here, but I'm just going to grab these. I don't think we're going to need a lot. We're just going to need enough to build up the beginnings of our kind of copper eco-structure. Oh, the other thing I'm going to want is power supplies. Because we're starting fuel supplies. Because we're kind of starting over again in that case. Sure, I'll grab that. So we don't have a lot of power built up where we're at. Oh. You know, the other one we had hundreds of power supplies already stashed. And we got to start it over. And I didn't play much after setting up last night, so so we'll just kind of try to grab some. Oh, quicksand and drum sand. I should have read that probably, huh? I have unspent skill points. That's fine. We'll wait on those. Oh. I saw more copper over here. Like I said, I'm not worried about getting huge amounts of it, but we definitely need some of it. All right. And there was a camp back there. You know what? I'm going to go hit the camp. Because we're going to need to find places to get blood and water as well. Oh. Oop. Did we get her? We sure did. And obviously they've got more points now too, right? So, more things. I've found weapon blades and gun blades. Or gun parts. So clearly we're going to get into that type of manufacturing here pretty quick. Heatsink. Huh. Okay. She doesn't have a... chest, though. That's okay. So we didn't get any money off of her. Oh, more right there, huh? There he is. Oh, there we go. We got some copper there. 2 copper nodes here and some dew, which I can't do much about at the moment, but hopefully soon we'll be able to start to harvest. Come on. I can't quite see that from my angle. But we got that. Oh, we got like 3 of them here. And that one's iron. Okay. So I'm not worried about getting iron yet. Plenty of iron in the area. But let's get kind of our base scrap metal and man, he's going crazy over there, huh? Oh, he's over there. Complex machinery. So it looks like that one. Oh, there we go. Some more copper and power supplies. That'll get us going. Because right now I'm going to kind of have to play, like, every day, you know, to get this, top it off. We need to get to a point where we've got a good kind of week's worth of power built up so that we don't have to worry about whether, you know, you have to do more work or something comes up or the dog's got to go to the vet and all of a sudden your whole base falls apart because you didn't have enough juice built up. Okay, that's cool. We'll get to that, but first... how many people are going to shoot at us here? I'm going to just kind of duck behind the corner here. Alright, we got a guy up there. Let's zoom in. So that's going to be at the top. We've got a dude over here and we've got dudes over here.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, I don't have my knife up. That's what I took out. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna probably die here in a second. No, 5. How far? How long do they leash? A long ways. Can I get to a knife? No. Can I try to get to a knife? Alright, let's go self-revive. Now we've got our knife. Oh, she hit us with a big hit. Alright, now this is the bonus though. We're going to give her a second to walk away, and we're just going to respawn at our vehicle, which is right there. Yeah, that's what happens when you take your knife out. That's the one thing I shouldn't have.
Shields up.
There we go. That's how that works when you do it right. Our Juicer is just about dead as well. That's okay. We're full there. Let's see, does he have anything on him? More gun parts. Thought I saw an actual chest when I was running through here. I don't see it now. Huh. Okay, well, maybe I didn't. Is this what we're looking for? Definitely a signal of something. It looks like it's pointed that way. Does that mean we have to go that direction now? Doesn't say so far. Looks like we've got another Karab camp down here. Looks like we need to go up.
Who's that? Shields up.
There we go. That's how we do it. Okay. So now we need to go up. Well, let's do this in the night when it's easier. Oh, there we go.
Day 5 surveillance report. Harkonnen hard target 42M. The facility maintains round-the-clock house shielding. The shield has dropped briefly on 2 occasions since the last report. In both cases, it was to facilitate the landing of courier-thopters. I understand that locating Captain Skorda is now my #1 priority, but so far, I've seen no one matching his description. I'm maintaining careful surveillance. Update. I must express my concerns about the tenability of this position. A few hours ago, I observed a hawk with binoculars, having a good hard look in this direction. I don't know if I'm made or not, but my relief is now overdue. We'll keep watch as long as possible. Atreides.
Well, I can say you were made. But there we go. Now we just got to go back and figure out how to get down. Oh! Oh, and that was the, maybe that was the assassin? Ah, there we go. And then we were able to use our little deal bobber to, more fuel cells. All right. Oh, may as well, as long as we're here. It won't matter for you guys, but I'm going to want to, start making stuff at my base here pretty quick. So one of the reasons we need to make sure we get plenty of water is because iron requires water. So not only do we need it to drink, but to process iron, we're also going to need a fair amount of it. All right, and what did we say this is? This one of the bases, the deep struggle, huh? Should we take a look at it before we go? Well, I didn't quite get out of it. Is this our next vision quest? What does it look like? Hold on. Yeah, it could be that. I think we found our next vision quest. My goal wasn't to do this necessarily, but as long as we're here. Got plenty of bandages, so I'm just going to go ahead and bandage it up here real quick. I'm also going to drink some more water. Just to make sure we're in good condition for whatever comes up. We found it. Alright, well, this will be a walk mode on. Longer episode than I was thinking. Well, our eyes are still green. They haven't changed them to blue yet. Somebody likes purple. If you are, by the way, hearing a loud air horn in the backdrop, somebody's got a big, well, air horn in the neighborhood and they feel like just honking it for no apparent reason on a regular basis. The fact that it's lunchtime and not at 2 in the morning will consider a win.
Speed is a device of Shaitan. Do you understand, Wani?
Alright, speed is a device of Shaitan.
Our God gave us the gift of thought and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Knowledge without action is empty. Bila kaifa.
Alright, so we get knowledge, but knowledge without action doesn't help us. A static compactor. Does that just put stuff out?
Our wanderings brought us to Rosek. We were persecuted. Our families burned in the fire
I don't know if we were supposed to save people or just walk through. Well, we failed that one. But it doesn't look like it's going out, right? Oh, wait, there we go. You have to do them in like an order. Okay. Well, that's kind of an annoying one. I don't know if we'll hear the dogs, but the mailman's walking up the path. You hear dogs barking. It's the mailman's fault.
Some were sent to work in mines. The tunnels were unstable. Our work made them more so. We learned the cost of action. Never to forgive. Never to forget.
Not sure that's the lesson there, but okay. Oh, and we crushed him.
It was on Rosek that the Sayadina created the poison drug. Worlds became memories. Through thought and action combined, we learned to create.
Oh, that's the poison. Okay. I don't know that we need to walk back over here, but it just looks like you can pick whichever path you want.
The weight of a kindly God is
Uh-oh, back to that.
Did not God give us Shaitan to force action? And where does action lead?
I don't know, these kind of dream sequences are kind of... I don't know, a little bit of generic and not really all that... I don't know. Not all that engaging.
Thought and action lead to creation. What is the purpose of thought? To honor the Creator. Remember Rosek. Be la Kaifa.
I feel like just a cutscene, a cool cutscene would have been better than this. I mean, it gives you some amount of action, but
What is the purpose of thought?
It's meaningless. It doesn't really do anything.
To honor the Creator. Remember Rosak. Bila Kaifa.
And back we go. Hopefully. The server gods willing. All right, flower sands, the main component for making silicone blocks, can be found on in the open sands. Look for a cloud of white. Oh, we did see the cloud of white dust. Okay. And we use the static compactor to do something with it. All right. So that's how we're going to get our silicone. Silicone, silicant. Silly Billy. All right, so now we need to research Holtzman Shield Mark IIs. We need to fabricate one. I mean, I guess we could probably research it right now. There's our static compactor. Better cut array. New weapons. Was it the shield? Yeah, the shield. Okay. Oops, research. And we're going to want some of this. We don't have any silicone blocks yet, though, so I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. A heal kit. Heavy armor. Scout armor. I guess, really, if you're bringing your own water, you don't need the still suit as much, but I just like having it. Huh. Weak to blades. No protection from the elements. All right. Well, we'll worry about that. I guess we could take a look at some of our skills. I would like, actually, we need to find a trainer, right? So we can get more out of this. Now, notice I do get this iron will here popped up down here as a tactic, as opposed to or as a technique, as opposed to an ability. So that one's also a technique. That's also a technique. You know what? Here, we'll grab this one. And we'll grab this one. We'll fill up our technique spots. We've still got one skill point left. And I'm going to run out of here back to the base where we can turn our quest in and join a faction. I don't think you need to see me climb out of here slowly. All right, I am at a point where we can turn this in. But since I do have one friend who's been playing the game, and he's about 3 or 4 hours ahead of me in the game, maybe 5 or 6 hours ahead of me in the game at this point, I'm going to hold off a little bit and wait to find out which one he went with. before I make my decision. Because if I've got, you know, one buddy in the game playing, it makes sense for us both to be the same, even though my plan was to kind of go Harkonnen. So I'm going to get out of the game for a moment while I wait for a response. And when I get one, I'll get back in the game and we'll decide who we're going to talk to. But for right now, I'm just going to get in and out of the weather. My buddy's actually on a different server, so it doesn't honestly matter. So we're going to pick Harkonnen. That's what I said. I said that once, but I didn't have a mic in front of me. So anyway, all right, agent is dead. Have his report.
Oh, yes. Yes. Success is definitely my favorite drug. No.
I mean,
Give it to me.
it's towards the top.
Give it to me.
He only says it once, but here, if he would have done it the 3 times, I would have believed that it was a drug.
Yes, yes. My hands and mind are rapacious for ill-gotten intel. You are indeed resourceful, unlike the lots I have to deal with in this wretched place. Perhaps you can help me. Perhaps we can help each other.
All right, we got a special one. I don't know what that means, but we're going to select it.
You shouldn't know that name. But you do exceed expectations. I believe this is the start of a beautifully treacherous friendship. The dead man was a spy, trailing one Lieutenant Ty Skorda, an Atreides deserter. Desertion seems to be an epidemic in the desert. This is a delicate matter for the Atreides. You see, Duke Leto himself intervened on Skorda's behalf a few years ago. It would be quite the scandal. I wish I knew what Skorda is up to. They may know up the chain, but my temporary demotion deprives me of certain resources. Perhaps we can fix that.
Am I in the club now?
Your presumption is sweet, but misplaced. I collect deniable assets. I run them through the meat grinder of espionage. Most end up fine paste. But I suspect you'll choke the machine. Are you disposable? Certainly. But being deniable comes with certain freedoms. I trust you'll exploit them.
All right, well, we've got an option here, too. Hasn't killed me yet.
Your provincial grit will serve you well in this harsh and hellish place. Perhaps we can both get what we want. To rise out of this burning dust. I must get out of this place. I must again deal in skilled agents rather than asset scum. You can help me rise. And I, in turn, can help you.
We'll join you, paint a target. Yes, the answer is
It's
yes.
the beauty of being an undercover and deniable asset. Your movements are unrestricted. You're as likely to get shot or stabbed as anyone else.
So I'm guessing that this probably means that there's kind of a staged access, right? So early on in the game, you're on one side, but you're not a fully declared, you know, and as you get deeper into the end game and more PvP and inter kind of corporation or whatever you want to call it, kind of PvP fighting, that faction becomes more and more set, right? I don't know for sure. That's my guess.
I always have tasks that need doing. Do them and I will pay you. And we will bide our time to seize further opportunities.
Need somebody framed. Go to Atreides, deposit a document and leave. Okay.
Our target resides near the Atreides fortress. I need something incriminating planted. A false log. The contract has the particulars. Do not distract from your task with questions.
Kind of what I expected the answer to be.
Focus on the action itself.
All right. So we are as factioned as we were going to get. We got some more intel points. We got another skill point, which gets us up to 3. Again, most of the stuff we want at this point, we need a trainer for. I don't think we have... I read that wrong the first time. Ooh, the worm's like right outside our door, more or less, huh? Yeah, I don't see a trainer in there. So where does he need us to go? All the way up there, huh? Huh. So we flew to a town. Does that town show up anywhere? Doesn't look like it. So when we were over here, we could see a fort over here-ish. Right? That was most likely you know, he was spying this direction, looking into Harkonnen. So the Harkonnen's there, and then I guess the Atreides is there. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I can't do much with yet. So I'm going to kind of work my way through and figure out what I need. Cut array, we are going to need that at some point reasonably soon. I'm going to need that probably reasonably soon. Navigation-wise, what do we got here? The melange, the handheld resource. This is the upgraded. Sure, we'll get that. Which kind of instantly gave us opportunity to go to the 3. So if we wanted to kind of skip this, we could go right to that, it looks like. Booster, inventory, scanner. A wind trap. It's going to need steel, silicone, and whatever. Ah, there we go. The slaver still suit. More interested in that. We've got lots of weapons. We can go all the way up to steel if we want. There's the disruptor. Ah. How much are these? 5. So if we were to get all of these, 10, 25, 30, we've got 23. I'm going to hold off on it a little bit. I'll figure out what I want. Ah, there we go. Ranked up. House 1 Harkonnen, Mercenary. Codex unlocked. So yeah, so we have got an A level within there. And we just got 34 more schematics unlocked. So, I'm going to leave this one here. Because I'm going to head back and we'll I'll do my thumbnail maybe from inside our base. But yeah, I promised the first 10 hours, you got the first 12. Something like that. Essentially, the early game and into the very beginning of the middle game. We've got a base there. We've got a base there. And then we happen to be, conveniently enough, right below it. Here, should we get one more person on our way down? We're going to need more blood. I need to do a new...
I require backup.
We got 2 of them here. Whoops, I need to get closer. I'm not getting my paws or my. There we go.
Found you.
The problem is, I get the stab, but I'm too far away. Like, somehow it's not giving me my actual... And my block didn't work. Let's try this one more time.
Eyes on target.
It's like, that time I was in it. I don't know what's going on. I mean, we're gonna just respawn back at our base if we have to, but... Oh yeah, see, she's not there. This is a server mismatch thing. Look, she's seeing us, but we're not seeing her.
Shields up. You're dead. Target found.
Yep. We're not able to hit her. Maybe because of her better shield? I don't know, but we're clearly not able to get through it. And what happened to my base here? Oh, there's somebody else's base. That's what's happened. Somebody else has lost a wall. I don't think she can get in. I put in power stations on that side last time. We'll put some in this. I like this, but oh yeah, I don't have any extras. Anyway, we'll end this one here. I got to start manufacturing some stuff and making some stuff. Figure out what I'm going to need, what I'm not going to need. Clearly, I need better knives. That's the first thing we're going to need. We also need to make that extra shield so I can finish that. What is that going to take? Particle capacitors and iron ingots. The Imperial testing station. All right, well, is what it is. I can make a couple of these though, huh? Maybe we'll make like 3, because that's what I can make. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Cheers.